Hello everyone, welcome to the Smart Life. Today I have the Baseus GaN fast charger. This is a 65 watt fast charger and it is based on the GaN technology, that is the gallium nitride technology. And the GaN technology is relatively new in power electronics. It is different from the conventional silicon based technology. And this device is from the Xiaomi ecosystem. It was initially released in the crowdfunding Xiaomi Youpin platform. And in today's video, I'm going to unbox this charger and I'll also do a full test and review of this charger, and I'll also show you how to use this charger or any PD charger to charge your laptop which doesn't have a USB-C charging port. Coming to the specs, it has two USB-C ports and one USB-A port, and it supports USB power delivery, quick charging, Samsung AFC and Apple charging technologies for MacBook and iPhones. Coming to the advantages of the GaN over silicon technology is that GaN based power devices have higher frequency switching capability, and it has up to 40% lower loss compared to the silicon technology. That means that it will have lower heat dissipation. Therefore, it is much smaller in size compared to the conventional silicon devices. That is because it requires lesser components such as heat sinks and other heat dissipation techniques. So that means that this charger will have higher efficiency as well as it will run cooler. That is the huge advantage of the GaN technology in power electronics. So let's unbox it and see the size of the device, and I'll also compare the size of this 65 watt charger to a conventional 65 watt silicon charger. So this is the charger and that's it. It comes with some user manual and so on. This is not required. So this is the charger itself. As you can see, the size is quite small for a 65 watt charger. I got this US type plug because it is foldable. This device is available in the European style plug, but the European style plug is fixed, so you cannot fold it like this. You can just use a converter like this and you can easily fit the European style plug. In this case, it is foldable and it is very convenient for travel purposes. That's why I got this one. So this is the charger. As you can see, it is very small compared to conventional charger. Let's remove this one. So these are the ports, the USB type C, the first port, second port, and the third one is the USB type A port. So all of them support fast charging. This device weighs only 126 grams and it supports an input voltage of 100 to 240 volts AC. The type C 1 output supports up to 65 watts and the type C 2 output supports up to 30 watts and the type A also supports up to 30 watts. But if you combine and use two of the ports or all three of the ports, then the power distribution is different. If you combine type C1 and type C2, then type C1 will support up to 45 watt charging and the type C2 will support up to 18 watt charging. That is a total of 63 watts. And if you use the type C1 and the USB type A, then type C1 will support 45 watts and USB A will support up to 18 watts. But if you combine the last two, that is type C2 and the USB A, then they will support only 15 watts. So if you use all three of them, then type C1 will support 45 watts and the combination of C2 and the type A will support 15 watts. That is only 60 watts of total usage if you use all of the ports. Now let us test the features of this charger. I'll test all the supported charging techniques present in these ports. This is a power meter and I'll use this power meter to measure the actual power consumption of this device. Let's power it on. And these cables support up to 100 watts charging. It's from the Xiaomi subsidiary called Xiaomi. Okay, let's plug in. And this is a USB power meter. I'll plug it in and this is the output. Now I'll go to the protocol detection. Then it will try to detect all the charging protocols that are supported by this charger. Okay, these are the protocols that are supported by this charger. That is power delivery 3.0 up to 63 watts, and it also supports Apple charging and quick charging up to 3.0, Samsung AFC charging, as well as Huawei charging technologies. Okay, that is quite good. Let's try the second USB-C port and see what are the protocols that are supported. Okay, the second USB-C port supports power delivery up to 33 watts and all the other charging functions of the USB-C type 1. Now let's check the USB type A. It doesn't support power delivery and it also doesn't support many other functions, as you can see. So it's better to use the type C ports in this charger. Okay, now let's do a USB load test. I'll try to charge this power bank. This power bank supports up to 45 watts PD charging. So it is currently charging at 45 watts. So that is good because that is the maximum limit of this power bank. Let's check the other port. So the other port is also correct. So it is charging at 30 watts. That is the maximum limit of this port, even though the power bank can be charged at 45 watts. And the power consumption is 34.8 watts. Now let's check the USB type A port. The USB type A board has only QC charging protocol, but I only have a QC device of 18 watts maximum. So it is currently charging at 18.4 watts and it's consuming 21.8 watts. Now let's charge the power bank using this Samsung charger. This is a 25 watt charger, and see what is the efficiency difference between this charger and the conventional silicon charger. Now it's charging at 25 watts. That is the maximum limit of the charger, and the power consumption is 27.8 watts. I'll compute the efficiencies and let you know. Now I'll show you how to charge a laptop that doesn't have a USB-C charging support. Most of the laptops nowadays have a USB-C port, and most of them supports the USB-C charging. For example, my Samsung laptop here supports USB-C charging. Let's try. So as you can see, it is charging the laptop at a rate of 45 watts. And this is the original 45 watt charger. And as you can see, if you compare the size, it is almost similar to the 65 watt charger. And this is a traditional silicon based charger. In my case, I don't need to carry any other charger. I can charge my phones using this charger, as well as I can charge my laptop using this charger. So when I travel, I don't need to carry any other chargers. So that is the benefit of this kind of a charger. But let's take an example, like in this kind of a HP laptop, even though they have the USB-C port, it doesn't support the USB-C charging. I'll show you. If I connect the USB-C port here, so it's not going to charge. You cannot charge this laptop with the USB-C charger like this. And in that case, you need to buy something called a USB-C trigger. This is a power delivery USB-C trigger, and it comes with a standard HP charging tip here that is similar to the original HP charging cable. It comes with different kind of charging tips. In this case, this supports Samsung and other laptops, and this is a standard 3mm by 1mm charging tip. It is a 19.5 volt power delivery trigger, and let's check the voltage to confirm whether it is safe to use it for charging the laptop. It should be 20 volts for it to be safe to use. Okay, as you can see, it is 20 volts exactly. It'll be safe to use for charging this laptop. You can just put in the USB type C here and you can just try to charge it. Now as you can see, it is currently charging this laptop at 25 watts, and if I turn it on, now it is even taking up to 45 watts of power. That's how you can charge a laptop that doesn't have the USB-C charging support. And if you have this kind of converter for your laptops, then you don't need to carry any of the laptop charger. You just need to carry this small device and you can charge your laptops as well as your mobile phones. And if your Samsung laptop doesn't have the USB-C charging port, you can also use this kind of PD trigger to charge your laptop. Okay, now let's try to use all the 3 ports for charging and check whether if it works or not. So I'll connect all the 3 ports. The first port is the highest power rating. I'll charge my laptop. Currently it's charging at 34 watts. And the second port supports up to 30 watts. And let's try to charge my Samsung mobile. Okay, it is also fast charging. So and it's consuming 60 watts. That is almost the maximum limit of this charger, and this charger is running very cool. And finally, let's try to use this USB type A port to charge my third device. Okay, now it's also charging the third device, and the USB type C one is charging the laptop, that is fast charging, and the USB type C2 is charging my mobile here, that is also fast charging. And finally the USB type A is also charging my third device, and it is not fast charging. This is just a standard USB 5 volt charging. And this is a charging efficiency computation using the charging power and the actual power consumption. I'm also showing the charging voltage and the ports. Here the comparison is between the Baseus GaN charger and the Samsung silicon 25 watt charger. As you can see, the efficiency is almost 89% at 20 volts PD charging. Typically, both GaN and silicon based chargers have the efficiencies in this range, so it is quite good. And this is a size comparison, and this is a 65 watt traditional silicon based HP laptop charger, and this is a 65 watt GaN based charger. As you can see, it is almost 50% smaller than the traditional silicon type charger, and it is very compact and it runs cooler than your original silicon based charger, and it is much more efficient, so that is good. So that was the review of this charger. From now on, I don't need to carry any laptop charger or mobile charger. I can just carry this one, and it's very compact. I hope you find this video useful. Thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing. I'll see you next time.